Okay, so we look at these two shots, or these two swings, Andrew, okay? Your setup on the left-hand side now was for sort of a 50-yard shot. But you can see there pretty clearly there's quite a wide stance there. You look as though you're sort of set up for a full shot. And as a case in point, club goes back just a long way. So that club going back almost towards sort of 1:30, 2 o'clock on a clock face sort of angle. If there's midday and there's 6 o'clock, just a bit of a big swing and creating too much power. Okay, now one of two things happen. One, you just accelerate down and through, and the ball with that amount of club head going back here goes too far. Or you try and slow the club down. The club either hits the ground beyond the golf ball or at the top of the ball, or just a lot less control involved with that kind of like slowing down method. Okay, so in terms of that movement, it's just too big a swing. Now, if we look at the setup, this one here now, okay, you were sort of a bit wide there. You brought your foot in a bit closer here. And then you said you felt the weight was on your right side there, okay? Now we just move it there, so the weight on your right leg. We just then move to your left there. So that sort of movement there, your lower half, just getting yourself on your left-hand side down a better position. And now your back to length is a lot shorter. So this is now a 50-yard swing there, more towards sort of midday with a club rather than...
What was that one then?
That was a 50-yard shot, yeah. That was a 50-yard swing there. That was a 75, 8, about 90 yards out. Okay, you were trying to go 50 yards, as we said, but you just took the club back way too far. So if we think about the golf swing in terms of a circle or a clock face, okay, if I swing the golf club back, you go back to here, about there somewhere, there's kind of your 10-yard chip, okay? There's kind of your 20-yard chip. There's your 30-yard chip. There's your 40-yard chip. And there's your 50-yard shot. So you're building up that club. So at certain spots around the circle, okay, is 20, 30, 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is that yellow circle there. There's your swing length for the shot you want to try and play. As you come back through, good strike of the golf ball, and then twisting the body through to give yourself the sort of the desired distance you want. You got really good at sort of 10-yard shots, okay, and 20-yard shots, swinging the club kind of here to here. 50-yard shots, we were a little bit out, but to be fair, the 8-iron in the end there, you were at 50 yards, well, 60 yards, which was a good shot. It was a little bit, obviously, a lower shot, which is fine, okay? But if the ball's going to be going that low, it needs to have nothing in the way. Now, there'll be other times on the golf course where there's nothing in front of you between you and the green. You can run the ball up nicely. If there's something in the way, we need a little bit more loft in our hands to get that golf ball now to be going more this way rather than sort of low running on the green like so. In terms of the really small shots, this foot can get a little bit closer there. So on the medium shots, there's your long shots, and the smaller green arrow, there's your short shots. So your feet just come in narrower, which give the impression the ball is moving back in your stance. It's not, just your stance is moving into the golf ball, yeah? And that's going to give us a different strike position, a different pattern on striking down the golf ball more, okay? So once you've got yourself set up with a better position in terms of your swing, Andrew, it's more now a judgment of how far back you want to go. At the moment now you've got a rough idea, I suppose, of how far you need to go. Whether or not you go there is a different kettle of fish. Sometimes you go back too short, sometimes too far. It can vary from shot to shot, but with a bit of practice, hitting shots in there with those sort of numbers, they're giving you a 10, a 20, a 30, a 40, a 50-yard shot. That kind of repetition, you'll start learning the feel of, okay, if I go there, it goes this far. If I go there, it goes this far. If I go here, it goes that far. Okay? So your length of backswing is always going to determine how far the ball goes. Whether you stop on the first green line here, or the second one, or the third one, or the fourth, or the fifth one, you will get a different shot, potentially, if the strike is the same as the other ones. Okay? That kind of makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so work on that setup. Again, next time we're on the golf course, because now I've seen your long game's going well. Now we looked a bit of short game. Next session on the 22nd, sometime in the week next week or sometime, we'll get on the golf course. We can put into practice the long game we did last session, a bit of short game we've discussed today, which club to take, when to take them, and what club to take in these certain situations, and then dial in your score to try and get that ball in the hole in the least number of shots possible. Okay?
Yeah,
Sound good?
Good.
Good. Do you have a couple more to finish off with then, okay? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have a couple more to finish off if you want to, okay?